Welcome to Tiny Rails, the fun little game with a train. I am currently wandering around Mexico doing the Latin America quests in this game, and I will be continuing on with those during this episode. Here comes my train as it goes past. I'm about to change my train, a load of the cars on it, and generally just change things for the sheer heck of it. Now I should be somewhere near Mexico City, which is the next part of the quest if memory serves me correctly. Make a stop at Mexico City, Mexico. I'm sorry Mexico, but that was the best you could come up with, Mexico City. You don't say America City or England City. You know, make an effort, Mexico. Okay. Set the pointer for Mexico City. Now, between the last episode and this episode, apart from the fact I've earned some money, so I've got almost 9 million again, I changed some of the cars around. And I've got a load of the cars which were new to my train in the last episode up to level 2. So now the chip car, for example, has ketchup on the top of it. Or the coffin car, Coffin Express car, has different coloured coffins. The graffiti car's got more graffiti on it. The summer camping car, the tent colour's changed. And the Toxie Froggy car changed colour. It was light blue, now it's yellow. So they've got a long way to go before they reach their ultimate level of level 3. But I do have the capacity to change some cars, which can wait until after I've been to Mexico City and where I figure out where I'm going next. Okay. Oh yes, I'm dealing with Diana, who was one of the people that helped me early on in this game by helping finance the transatlantic tunnel. So, Grandpa, did you get everything you needed, Diana? Diana, absolutely thanks. Some documents needed to be taken care of. Now that I've gotten that settled, we can start. My first meeting is in Cancun, out on the Yucatan Peninsula. It's true if that was a tongue twister. Valerie, oh, I've always wanted to see Cancun. Let's get out there. Grandpa, maybe we can make time for a fruity resort beverage, Valerie. Valerie, you'd better not be kidding. That sounds great. Okay, so I'm going to Cancun. Let me set a waypoint. Cancun, I know, is over there. It's not that far away. Travelling around Mexico, I do know my way around it now because I've spent so long in this game. Right. My problem with the cars, and I want to change the engine as well, is that because I have a load of these purple bordered deluxe type cars, I've forgotten what the term is for them, they take a really long time to upgrade. So I've got 3 cars on the front of my train which are making me money that are all at the level 3. Problem is, I really can't afford to have 3 cars not upgrading on my train. So this is a money making car. So the Surf's Up car is going to replace the Pumpkin Patch car. Not you. The Crystal Lake car is going to replace the Biggie Snake car. And it was you the other one, weren't you? The Water Battle car is going to replace my Elven Archery car. That's the first 3 cars I'm going to replace. Back here I've got a few minor cars just either upgraded or slowly upgrading. I am going to replace the Bohemian car with the Mount Vesuvius cargo car, even though I don't need a cargo car because I'm not dealing with cargo, but it needs to be upgraded at some point, so why not now? I'm going to replace that car with a passenger car. Well, that's a 1920s passenger car, I think. And I'm going to replace that car with a cattle car. Again, they all need upgrading, and I picked them up in the last episode when I went mad on the gumball machine for the second time in recent memory. So now I have a whole new set of cars on my train. And we'll go straight out of Villahermosa onto Campeche. So, yes, the Mount Vesuvius car. Just looks like a nice volcano. That's a cattle car. That's just a standard Skyview car that needs upgrading. And that's a 1920s passenger car. So these three cars I just put on the front of my train, which are going to earn me money. That's open 24... Oh, Surf's Up is open 24 hours a day. That's nice. Always like it when these type of cars are open 24 hours a day. That one's open from 10 AM till midnight. Can't complain for the Crystal Lake car. And the Water Battle car's open 24 hours a day. Oh, that's always good. So, if I get the Elven Archery car back on my train at some point, I will have 3 cars that are open 24 hours a day for entertainment purposes. And I did say in the last episode that somewhere in this episode I'm going to replace the engine and caboose again, just to be different. I kind of like these cars. The little roller coaster car, the surf and the water battle car. Now, this episode I am not going to go mad and get a load more cars out of the gumball machine, as I'm... Well, let's be honest here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... There are 15 cars on my train that are in the process of being upgraded. Or getting the experience so they can be upgraded. So, there's not a lot of space really for me to use new cars, so I might as well wait until I have the opportunity to actually use new cars before I go out of my way to get them. Yes, I still need to get about, I don't know, about 85 cars I still haven't found from the gumball machine, of which 50 were added in the recent update to this game. Okay, here we are at Cancun. Grandpa! Well, what do you think, Valerie? Valerie, it completely lived up to my expectations. What a beautiful place. And I even got my cold vacation drink. Diana, you earned the break, Valerie. Your crew has been working very hard. We've got a deal in place here. Next time you need a vacation, let me know. I might be able to get you a discount. Valerie, it's like a dream come true. You can just leave me here and pick me up later if you like. Grandpa, sorry Valerie, but we need you here. Plenty of beautiful scenery left to see, I'm sure. What's next, Diana? Our next stop will be Acapulco, over on the west coast. Yep, I know where that is too. It's there. Only about 4 stops away. Let me collect the reward for having gone to Cancun. And of course, the problem with having all these brand new cars on my train is, as I've mentioned before, their robustness and cleanliness is nowhere near as high as when they're level 2 or level 3. So I will constantly get reminders about maintenance or cleaning. My pizza car is doing well. It's getting closer to level 3. Yeah, this car has got 21,000 experience to collect before it gets the chip wagon car, before it gets to level 3. These purple bordered, what are they, rare cars? I think that's what they are. The term is. They are very nice, but they do take a lot of time to upgrade. I'm not just talking a couple of hours either. I'm talking many, many hours. So, much as I like getting new cars, sometimes it just takes a while before you can upgrade them. But it's always nice to have different cars at the front of the train, I guess. I did like my Biggie Snake car, my Elven Archery car, and my Pumpkin Patch car. I thought they looked very nice. But I can't complain about the 3 I replaced them with. They look pretty nice as well. In fact, this roller coaster goes around at night and you see the little car moving around. I think it's quite cute as well. Ah yes, you're now closed. Even though you're closed, the animation still continues. Let's see what's going on back here. Anything in the caboose? 42,000. My Kiwi pen's about halfway to being upgraded. I put the modern outhouses back on my car because it's useful for... well, it's just useful basically to have toilets on a train. What's my passenger capacity? Is now 156. Yeah, my food, comfort, entertainment and facilities, well, the facilities are fine. The rest is gone downhill until the entertainment upgrades itself and I can replace these cargo cars with passenger cars once again. But I'm sure I'll get there in the fullness of time. And once I've upgraded a few of these, I will go mad in the gumball machine again. I imagine it's going to be a few episodes away. Although, if I take my time before I get to the gumball machine again, I may be able to go really mad on the gumball machine. Because at gumball machine for a rare roll to get a try for a rare type car is 300,000 and a standard roll is about 150,000, which I could spend 9 million and get about 30 rare rolls. Now, if I get my money up to say 13.5 million, then I could get 30 rare rolls and 30 standard rolls. Time to give the train a bit of a clean as we come towards Acapulco. Let's see what deal Diana can do now. Even if it is 5 o'clock in the morning. Valerie! Oh wow, this might be even more beautiful than the last resort. Well, Acapulco was the playground of the rich and famous, whereas Cancun is just the playground of the American drunken college student. I've heard so much about cliff diving and the beach here. Grandpa, it's a sight, that's for sure. I hear there's some good golfing here too. Maybe I'll go play a few holes while we wait for Diana. Valerie, if I can sneak out for a drink, you can sneak out for golf, old-timer. Diana, we'll have a bit of a wait here. Their people need to make a few calls. But I feel pretty good about this deal happening. When we're ready, we'll be headed to... Mazatlan? Yeah, that place. Enjoy yourselves for a bit. Grandpa, okay then, after I wrap up, we'll leave for that place. I'm struggling with the pronunciation of that one. We set the marker for that place. And off we go. That's what, 3 stations up the coast? Which does remind me, I'm now at chapter 1-8 and I am 16% of the way, which is about what, an eighth, 7th of an eighth of the way through. So there's going to be quite a few bits to this story, I imagine, but at least it's taking me around Mexico, which is not that big an area to take me around. So I can actually visit quite a few of these stops in the same episode. Once I have daylight again, of course, that's when I will change the engine on my train. daylight should be arriving because it's 7:11 in the morning and counting. I can't see the sun on the right. Oh, it's just starting to edge into the picture now. Kind of curious what these three are going to turn into when they get upgraded to the next level. These front three cars. I could look in the trainery and just click through, but that spoils the surprise, and I like to be surprised. Not frightened, just surprised. Here we go through Tepic, or Tepic. Now look at the name of this place that's coming up, Mazatlan? I just think of Matlan, which is an electronics catalogue and electronics store where I come from. Because I used to get, when I was in England, and when I was younger, you used to order electronic parts for building computers from Matlan. And then once they actually started having stores, you just went in and picked up all the strange electronic parts you needed for building various computers. Okay, here we go with the story again. Valerie, welcome to Mazatlan. We're just in time for the carnival. What luck. Maybe we'll get to check it out for a little while. Grandpa, Diana, could you tell us a bit more about your work here? Your organisation is investing? Diana, we have a lot of citizens that vacation in Mexico, especially in the colder months. Now, fair play, you Canadians, I would understand that. I'm working with a hotel chain to help establish business ties here. It helps them raise revenues and we get to promote Mexico as a destination. Valerie, sounds like a win-win. This place doesn't have the name recognition of Acapulco or Cancun, but there are some great hotels here. Hopefully we can build another one. The meeting went very well, so I'm hopeful. Take in the carnival for a bit before we leave, okay? Grandpa, what's our next destination? We're headed to Baja. Our next stop is Cabo San Lucas. That's our next stop, that's our next stop. That's what I was thinking. It's going to be a little while to get to Cabo San Lucas. Cabo San Lucas. So I'm going to go up to the top of Mexico, across to Tijuana and back down again. Which is going to take a little bit of time. Especially as they're going to put an obstacle in the way. Ah yes. That obstacle did remind me. I did say once I got to daylight I was going to change my train engine. Why do I like the look of? We're on a mission for Canada. Let's have a Canadian engine. See if I can find the matching caboose. That looks like the matching caboose. Just head in there and sell all the stuff that's been accumulated on my train. And hit the depart button does help. Ah, I've got a steam engine again. Means if, oh, wrong thing. Memory serves me correctly, I can mess with the steam. Been a while since I've had a steam engine on my the front of my train. Yep, so I've still got a long way to go before any of these cars are going to be upgraded. Especially the front three. But also the wonderful 20s passenger car. And these are going to take forever, or it's going to feel like forever to upgrade. Now I seem to have quite a lot of these rare cars. I'm just curious. I'm at Latin America chapter 1-9 now. Move the story on a little. And as that is pretty much my main focus, apart from acquiring new cars for my train. That was, to me, a successful episode. And that's pretty much where I'm going to end it. My train is very pretty now. Oh, collect the money from the pizza, the chips, and the surf. And those two. Okay, straighten out of this station after Hermosillo. As always, I hope you enjoyed that little trek around Mexico and the now new style train that I'm running. And hopefully I'll see you down the track for more of Tiny Rails in the near future. Cheerio!